Hilary says to me, he said, if you come home, he said, from school, I was in the grade school then. Of course, I was only about the 4th grade, he gets 3rd or 4th grade. He says, if you come home from school and dig a trench from the corner of the house there out to the lane, used to be a lane there. He says, then we can let the stuff come down to water here instead of running the hose or taking buckets of water up to them in the corral. I come home from school every night. Boy. So
you dug that ditch?
Huh?
You dug the ditch?
No, I didn't dig that ditch. I dug a trench. I dug a trench from that corner of the house to connect the water.
Oh.
And it took me 2 weeks.
Huh.
And he said, I'll learn you to talk Norwegian. That's the pay I got.
Now, was this Hilary, you say?
Hilary, yeah.
Well, could he talk Norwegian?
Oh, he could say a few words. Yeah. So after I worked 2 weeks to get that trench dug, they connected the water up. And then he said, I shall keep my promise. Det vart gamla manna och hon sa det här gamla hista och så elefanter who ran home then so fast as they can. I bet you understood every word of it.
I bet he didn't.
Well, now, didn't Magnus Hansen...
Now, listen, let me finish this. A gamla manna, there was an old man who had a gamla hästen who had an old horse, and it saw elefanter, that's an elephant. It ran away with an old man and went home as fast as it could. There were the gamla manna who had en gamla hästar who saw elefanter who ran home dancing fast as he can. That's the pay I got.
You memorized that, huh?
I remember.
Well, now, how about this Magnus down here? He didn't ever learn English too good, did he?
No, he talked broken clothes. We had more fun with him. I'll tell you, on the light side now, Homer Peterson had right across from Allen's store.
Yeah, service
station. And he come in on a Christmas Eve, and I was down there getting gas. And Mag said, "Hey, Peterson." Homer said, "What?" He said, "I want to borrow some money." He says, "Go help yourself. The till is there." He took a $10 bill and he held it up and he said, "Here, I'll have this, and I owe you $10 now. I got to go to Valville to the liquor store to get a booze." So Homer laughed, and while he went, we double-crossed him. Homer says, "Now, when he comes back to that booze and the change," I says, "we'll get him between us. We'll stand down and take a drink. I'll take a drink and pass it to Magnus, and you take a drink, then we pass it to you, and then you pass it back to Magnus." And see, he got 2 to 1. And pretty soon he got higher than a kite. We was all kind of liquored up a little bit, and in came his sister. "Magnus, do you know it's 11 o'clock at night and you milked this morning at 5? Come home! Come home and milk them cows, you damn drunkard, you! Take these drunkard damn friends back you down there to milk them cows." Well, Homer and me made a disappearing act. We wasn't going down and milk them cows. So she marched him home. I come along once, I was working for the city, reading meters. And used to read meters on the house and you read the water at the same time.
Yeah.
And if you think that isn't something, see the sun shining on that building there?
Yeah.
You got to adjust your eyes to that. Your eyes are better. To read that from the ground, they wouldn't furnish you a stepladder. And you'd read that meter. Then you'd go look at your meter, and then you couldn't see the damn thing. You couldn't read it.
On account of the sun.
You had to sit and look at that meter until your eyes adjusted.
Yeah.
Before you could read it. Huh.
Yeah. But now, Magnus, he lived down below the hill there, didn't he?
Yeah. You know, something tells me that he got to make water.
Oh, well, there's a bathroom right here.
I took some pills.
And then you open all the faucets, and the water will drain into
that
the
low
gravel.
place. Yeah.
Then he's got to pour antifreeze in the toilet and in the traps.
And in the bowl.
Yeah. I got to get a chair, and I have to have a hard chair sometimes.
Now yesterday, yesterday I didn't take any pills at all, no heart pills, and these other pills are water pills. And whatever you do, you tell the doctor to give you a water pill before you die, because you don't know what you'll miss if you don't.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, hell. I could go to the bathroom just like your bathroom, water old John, flush the toilet, and go to the door, and have to go back again.
And then tell the water pill.
Oh, just keeps you on the run all the time.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, now what?
That Mag Hansen, when I was working for the city, I went down there and I heard someone yelling. And I thought it was a wounded Irishman. And it was Mag Hansen.
Yeah.
He was in the barn, he couldn't get out.
Oh.
Every time he'd go to get out, that bullet hit the door.
The bull?
Uh-huh.
Holstein?
Olsen! Yeah? What's the matter? Come let me out of here. Hell almighty, I've been in here since daylight. And I said, I'm hungry. I can't have water to drink. That damn bull kept me right in here. I can't get out. And I said, okay. I said, throw that pitchfork out of the window. So he threw the pitchfork out of the window. I went after the bull and give him a prog or two, and he bellowed. Bleh! I got hot shots now that I use. And I got the bull away from the door. And I says, come on. I says, and come quick when you come. So he come and he comes so damn quick he didn't even close the door. And he says, son of a bitch. He's going to kill me yet. He meaner than hell. He weighed a ton. The bull weighed a ton.
Yeah.
And he had horns. And I said, why didn't you cut his horns off? He said, hey, hell, I'll blow him off the shotgun right now, this afternoon if I find time. And I said, well, you better find time then. So I saved old Magnus's life. He'd have starved to death before night.
Yeah. Did he grow hay down there too?
They had the best land in the North Field. That hyener, they called him, was John Jensen had Magnus's sister nurse in their house. And her sister was the nurse, Helen. That's Warren Jensen's stepmother. She married John after. And so John, he sent quite a little bit of money to back to Norway for Eliza. Eliza was her name. But he married Helen. And Eliza come to America, and he teamed them up with Hyener. He was an old batch. And wealthy. He got some of the prettiest land you ever seen in your life down that North Field. He owned half that North Field. Well, now it's chopped up into pieces because it's been sold so many times. But he was a pretty good old farmer. But that's when Eliza, she come. Then she married this old Hyener. This is High Jensen. The reason they call them nicknames is there's so many High Jensens, so many Jensens, they get them all mixed. Red-headed Jens, Big Jens. That's where all them nicknames come from. And so Magnus was a good farmer. All but that one night when he was oiling up our lamp, and his sister come and got him out of that service station. So they was good farmers, and they was poor, and she inherited all the land. See, naturally would. She had 2 girls, and Mag says to me, "Hey, hell, if I don't take and sell that bone kid, it'll be my biggest mistake I ever make in my life." And I said, "Why?" And I said, she called balls all night and calls for her mother. And hell, she's a big kid then. The other one was all right. He didn't like her to cry and disturb his sleep, see? He was going to sell her.
Well, now, would Magnus's wife work with him in the fields, or?
Well, Magnus never did marry.
Oh, he had a sister, though, that worked with him, did she?
She lost her husband. That's when she sent for Magnus.
Oh.
And he come from the old country. And I'll have to tell you, you get me started onto that. when Magnus come from the old country, she sent a stack of greenbacks to see that he got here. Bought him some nice clothes and everything. He was poor. A lot of those immigrants that come here and joined the church was poor. Poorer than church mice. You've heard that expression?
Yeah.
Well, when Magnus left the old country, he come here and had a car. He got a car, and just a few months after he got here, and he'd save his money with the intention of going back after his sweetheart. So Magnus went back, got enough money, and hired a man to do his chores, and he was dressed up like $1 million. He had a car here and everything. He's quite a sport. So he went to the place and he knocked on the door, and finally here she come. And she had one kid with each hand and another in her arm. She had 3 kids. She married, she didn't wait for Magnus. And he says, "Good hell, couldn't you wait till I got here?" "No," she says, "I thought you'd left me for sure, and so I had a chance to get married, and I got married. Now I got 3 young ones." And her husband is still alive, so of course she wouldn't come with him. So when he come back, he went to when the ship got out 3 miles away from the shoreline, the captain of the ship was the law and order. He took over.
Yeah.
He took over all the troubles that they had. Well, they got out 3 miles, and Grandpa Winger got married on the ship too.
Oh.
And I'll tell you about that. Anyway, we got out 3 miles away from the shore, and the captain took over. So then Magnus, he started getting, he got disappointed, went back there and got all them new clothes and everything, and had lost her. Lost her 7 years before, because she had bing, bang, bing, just like that, 3 kids. So he says, come on everybody on the whole damn ship, he will give you a damn good drink. So he bought a drink of whiskey for everyone on the ship to drink. And he said, but had it cost me $182.30. I was going through the money. He spent his money to the right and the left. He came back and he never did marry. But he's dead now. She's dead. Helen's dead. And all them, and one of the girls died. So that family just wilted right out of the picture.
Well, now you see, Grandpa Winger.
Grandpa Winger, when he left school, got kicked out of school, and he told his mother he was going to America. She handed him a stack of bills that high, and she says, here, take this money and go to them M.S. Sons of Bitchin' Mormons. She says, that's what you got into then. That's what you got in trouble. And she says, you go to them, live with them. And that she disowned him and disinherited him. He left a fortune. He left a fortune to join the church and come to America.
Because they had money.
Oh, money. Yeah. Do you know our genealogy traces clear back to the King of Norway?
It does, huh?
I'll say it does, way, way back. And I can't remember, his name is Olaf something. But Carol Olsen was talking down here in one of the Olsen reunions, and he had it all twisted. And he was telling about how his dad come with Grandpa Olsen from Norway, because they joined the church. Elders joined the church, had him join the church, and Don, no one else had nerve enough. Don Smith had been back in Norway on a mission.
Yeah.
And he says, you're all wrong, Carol. Carol says, Dad came back here, he says, when he was 10 years old with Grandpa, and they had to work for 3 years. He had all twisted. So Don stopped him. He says, that was Uncle Emil that come back. He was the oldest boy. Dad came back here with his dad, and he's 10 years old. And he worked for 50 cents a month. 50 cents a month in his board.
Oh, no wonder I got